Is my mic working? So let me know. Let me know I did things right. If I did things right. Hopefully everything's working. Hopefully. So I'm making beef stew and apple bread. No, fall recipes is the idea. And a lot of people keep bringing up stew because I keep bringing up soup, and then people are like, yeah, but what about stew? So I was like, yeah, you know what? Stew. Stew sounds good. So it is a slow cooker recipe though, hence why I'm like doing this so early. It's like 10:40 my time. It needs to slow cook for 8 hours. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? Good morning. What is that? White Tiger King? Good morning. I've been up since like 5. I quit smoking weed like for the first time in a long time. I've been a big pothead for a long time. And so now my sleep schedule, my appetite is just totally fucked. So I'm dealing with that by cooking and streaming. Trying to keep my mind off of it. The reason being, I don't really think that like weed is a bad thing, but smoking is for sure. And my lungs have been getting shittier and shittier. And yeah, kind of had a wake up call over TwitchCon, because I took a dab and felt like I was gonna die of not being able to breathe. It was scary. I almost like thought I needed to go to the emergency room. It was like that bad. So yeah, I'm stopping smoking. Like if I have the means to like get weed in non-smokable form, I'd totally do that. But I don't live in one of those fortunate places, so what am I doing? Making stew in a crock pot. This is a crock pot liner. Very huge must for using the crock pot, using a slow cooker. Let me find a better place for my slow cooker here. Does my mic sound okay, guys? Is it working? Or am I like through my phone again? Hopefully my Rode mic's working. No, we'll just put this right here for right now, where you guys can kind of see it. Also trying to find a good like camera placement here. Sounds good? Okay, awesome. Awesome. Oh shit, and we're doing that again. Freaking stand. Here, let me figure out my wire situation here. Oh shit, wrong way. Oh, whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's a... Get it? No. Now my face is cut off. Now one day I will have a multicam setup, but that's not today. Alright. So, God damn it, you freaking stand. Hold on. I don't know why my stand keeps giving up on me. It's a little annoying. Oh, and now everything's giving up on me. What the fuck? Why is it vibrating? What is vibrating right here? What the fuck? Okay, this is not going well. This is not nice. This is not ideal. I feel like my okay. Like, how do I tighten this shit? Ugh. God damn it. Stay. Apparently my... Okay, hold on. I think I know what to do. Oh, not that though. Not that. I feel drunk. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me just take off my phone case. I think it's like weighing it down. So it keeps going on me. Alright, I had to unplug my mic for a second. Plugging it back in. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. Good? We good? Alright, now I'm gonna attempt to reattach it to my stand. Okay. Okay. Now straighten it up. Sorry, tech issues. I'm gonna get it though. Okay. A little bit more down. Yeah, I've been up since 5 a.m. because my sleep's all off because I quit smoking weed. And now my brain's just like freaking out. I'm sure it'll adjust eventually. But, yeah, my sleep has been severely fucked. Okay, I think I got it now. I think we're good. Note to self, don't use my phone case with the stand. Alright, so we got crock pot right here. Move it a little more over. Crock pot. We got a liner to help with easy cleanup. You know, easy cleanup, always a good time. So now we need broth. We need 2 cups of beef broth. Hey Goth, how you doing? I'm excited for the apple bread. Me too. I've never tried the apple bread actually. It just looked good, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this. Because I knew I'd be like hungry after making this crock pot recipe that I can't eat for 8 hours. That's like the worst part about slow cooker meals. It's that you can't eat it immediately when you're done making it. But the best part is that like, they're usually less effort. Usually. And then like, you can just like start it before you go to bed or something and then like wake up to food. That's always a good time. What's up, Erica? How you doing? So I got our beef broth. And now we need flour. 3.5 tablespoons of flour. I think my tablespoon is currently in my dishwasher. So now to get that out. Yup. Yeah, my sleep has been like all over the place. I keep like sleeping like 3 hours there, 4 hours there, and then I'll be like wide awake. And then like suddenly I'll get like really tired again. My brain's just being like bipolar as fuck right now. It's a bad time. So I've just been trying to like keep busy and get over my addiction to weed. Just because I don't think weed's a bad thing. It's not why. I'm just, my lungs are getting shitty, and the only option of weed I have where I live is THCA flower. What time is it here? It's almost 11 a.m. I've been up since 5 a.m. So, yeah, you know, sleep schedule's a little fucked. It's all right. But, yeah, I only have THCA flower, and, like, the only way to consume it is to smoke it, and it's also, like, extra dry, and I can just tell that my lungs are getting, like, super shitty, and I literally watched my dad die of not being able to breathe, which was pretty traumatic, to be honest, and it was a bit of a wake-up call. It was wake-up call number 1. Wake-up call number 2 was going to TwitchCon, taking a dab, and then feeling like I was going to die of not being able to breathe. So I was like, oh, God, I need to stop. I need to stop doing that shit. So I'm 5 days sober. I haven't been able to say that for a long time. Proud of myself. So now we need tomato paste. 3 tablespoons tomato paste. I'm still on TwitchCon sleeping hours. Yeah, it's not really TwitchCon that fucked me up though. It's more me not smoking weed anymore. I need to like find new ways to de-stress. I attempted to meditate. It didn't go well. I think all I did was, yeah. I did come to the realization though that I'm pretty sure I'm like addicted to stress. Like that's kind of like maybe the root of my issue is that I'm addicted to stress, because when I meditated, I just like kept thinking about like, I want to grab my phone. And then I went and played Dead by Daylight, which is like the opposite of meditating, right? Like running from killers in a horror game. So, I'll keep working on that, but, one addiction at a time, I guess. All right, we got 1 tablespoon. Guys can't really see it. I wish I had like an overhead cam. I'm like really afraid to touch my rig right now because it kept falling. Kept going flaccid on me. Not a good time. 2 and 3. All right. Good shit. Now I got all this tomato paste that I'm never going to be able to use. That's why I got a small can. Meditation is about not letting your brain and thoughts control you. It takes practice. Yeah, I'm going to have to practice a lot for that. Because it did not go well. My thoughts were just racing too much. And granted, I only tried it for 25 minutes, but I was like, man, fuck this. I'm going to go play Dead by Daylight. So I did. Fourth a teaspoon of salt. Because there's this new mode on Dead by Daylight. It's actually really fun. They keep doing these new modes on Dead by Daylight, which I like. I like that they're just trying out new modes instead of adding more and more perks and shit that nobody's gonna know what they are and are just redundant or unnecessary. So what the new mode is basically you get random perks. Like you don't get to pick your perks at all. It's pretty cool. I like that. It's challenging. The only downside of it is that they have so many perks now that half the time I don't know what they are. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. You play TCM anymore? Not really. I haven't played it for a while. I'm not opposed to it. I just haven't. I heard it was kind of dead. And now we need 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Do this in a bowl. So I use fresh black pepper. It's the only way to go. Dead by Daylight is really fun. TCM kind of died pretty quickly. Yeah. I think the lack of maps just kind of made it get old really fast. Once you do it often, it will be easy. Yeah, I'm going to keep practicing, probably every night before I try to sleep or something. Because, the real, obviously weed isn't well, not obviously, but weed on its own doesn't have like addictive properties, but anything can be addictive if it gives you dopamine, right? And it's just kind of like a habit at this point. Like I would smoke before bed, and so like now like I can't smoke before bed. I like don't know what to do with myself. I don't know how to like slow my brain down so I can sleep. So I'm struggling for real. Honestly, I've never played TCM, and I'm not really a fan. Or I've played TCM, and I'm not really a fan. I mean, I liked it when it first came out, but it did get kind of old fast. And for me, it was because of the lack of maps. Like, once I figured out the maps, I just kind of got bored. Also, deep breaths in and out. Focus on your breath. Yeah, I was trying to. Which, I mean, which is kind of nice, though, because I have noticed that, like, just 5 days of not smoking anymore, like, my lungs already feel clearer. Like, I'm not so, yeah, like, my breaths are better, you know? So that's motivating, really. Like, just knowing that my breathing is more clear. Oh, shit, I was supposed to blend this in a blender. Whoops. I'm not doing that because it's all my crock pot already. Oh wait, I could do that actually. I'm doing it. I'm gonna blend it in a blender. Like this. I know what to do. I'm supposed to blend this until smooth. Whoopsies. So here's my mixture I got here. Doesn't that look yummy? I'm just gonna pour it out like this. Oh no. Come on, tomato paste, get out of there. Okay. Success. I did it. Yeah, I have so many of these. I'm just going to throw this away and get a new one. I got like a subscribe and save subscription to, and yeah, these things were on it. So now I have like a fuck ton because I accidentally stayed subscribed long past when I should have because I didn't make enough slow cooker meals. Make some special cookies for bed. Well, the issue is that I'm not lucky enough to live in a legal state. So the only kind of way I can get high is through THCA flower, which is just a stupid loophole that like I think they like grow weed in a freezer or something, or dry it in a freezer. I don't know. They don't let it reach a certain temp or something, so it never like gets THC in it until it combusts. So you have to burn it to get the THC out of it. So I don't think I can cook with it. Like, and I kind of like want to feel clear-headed, you know? Like I haven't really felt clear-minded for a long time, and I just want that, you know? I want to feel clear-lunged and clear-headed. So I just think I'm at a point where I'm kind of over it. All right, we got our blend now. I prefer TCM and Killer Clowns. The generator mechanic in DVD is what kills it for me. Wish they rework it somehow. Wait, the generator mechanic? Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I mean, I don't mind it. I did like TCM's take on things, but I don't know. I feel like Dead by Daylight has more replayability. And it might just be because they have so many more maps and killers to keep it like interesting. Like I still to this day, I've played so much Dead by Daylight and I don't know what a lot of the killers do. Like I don't, there's some of them that I'm just like really confused about because there are a lot. The main thing that annoys me about it is the amount of perks. Like there's just entirely way too many perks to be useful. I mean, a lot of them like are just repetitive and like there's no point in having like some of the perks because there's a better version of it, you know? And some of them are just so convoluted that you have to like read a whole freaking book just to like figure out what it does, and that really annoys me. Like just keep it simple. All right. But I did like the thing I liked most about TCM that I wish Dead by Daylight would do is something that my husband's been talking about for forever, and like they need to make it so that like with the survivors, they're not just skins, you know, like there are like certain perks that are tied to that survivor, so you can't have like that perk unless you play that survivor kind of thing. That I did like about TCM. Okay, now I need to heat. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put that in there still. God damn it, I keep wanting to put it in the slow cooker. And it's not that step yet. I'm just like going through these inserts like crazy. Okay, I need to heat a large skillet over high heat. Large skillet, all right. I find a large skillet. What is my best large skillet? I found one. Okay. Well, let me move you guys closer so you can see what I'm doing. Whoop. What's up? Do this. One of these. Dinner already? It's a slow cooker meal. So yeah. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I'll bring it over here. Yeah. What's the doggo doing? Sleeping. Everyone's sleeping right now but me. I'm the only freak awake right now. Okay. So what am I supposed to do with this shit? DVD has more longevity. I agree. Plus, they always do new events. Yeah, I really like the new modes that they keep trying out. It keeps me coming back. The new modes are right now. All right, so I'm gonna heat this over high heat. And then I gotta spray with oil. Right, does it specify what kind of oil? No, I'm just gonna use this because it's reachable. Vegetable oil. It's dinner somewhere, right? It is. Dude. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have to brown the beef. Okay, I'm not ready to do this yet because I need to chop a bunch of vegetables for the next step. Let's go back to the cutting board then. I need to like read ahead more often. What the hell? Ads? Audible ads? Shut up. You need a chef hat? Yeah, I think I have one actually. I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere that I used for my cooking music videos I used to make. Alright, chopping. What are we chopping? I need to chop the carrots, celery, onions, and garlic. And potatoes, mushrooms, thyme, bay leaf. Yeah, a lot of shit. Okay, we're chopping. First, the carrot. I need 1.5 cups of carrot. Look at this big ass carrot. Not as big as Windsong's though. Good morning, Erica. Or I already said that. When a song's carrot is thick as fuck, yeah, it's like comedically huge. The carrots in NoPixel are ridiculous. Alright, chop off the... That knife isn't in the right spot. Chop off the tips, the ends. I'll turn on my chat on my iPad so I can see you guys. There I am. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I haven't made bread in a while, but I have a KitchenAid, so I really need to like make more bread. I need to make use out of that. iPad, stay on. Hold on, let me turn it off low power. There we go. There we go. What's up, Ultravard? How you doing? I created magic with that game. What, Dead by Daylight? DVD had the throne for so long before competition came along that nothing could compete for a long time. And nothing still competes, in my opinion. Like, yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre had its, like, limelight for a minute, but it didn't last long at all. Okay, carrots. Sliced 1/2 inch thick diagonal. Oh, from 3 to 4 medium carrots. Whoops. Fuck that part up. Trying to chop quietly, but it's really hard when it comes to carrots because the whole house is sleeping. Yeah, it's probably time for my kids to wake up anyway. It's one way to do it. The new mode for TCM is a smaller scale F13? What? I don't know what that means. But it's the weekend? Yeah, but it's Sunday. I need to get back on school schedule. Oh, Friday 13th. I knew that. I was thinking like a jet pilot. or something. Like, isn't that a jet pilot? I don't know, that's where my mind went. Yeah, like a military plane or something. I don't know. Yeah, I've never played Friday the 13th. So I'm not sure about that. I'm disappointed that the Killer Clowns didn't even take off. And what the clowns should have did is they should have like pitched themselves as like a, you know, a group of streamers to that like game development team or whatever, and been like, hey, if you pay us this amount, then we'll play your game. And then it probably would have had some, you know, traction a little bit. Oh well. When I saw just chatting, I knew we were cooking. Just cooking. Alright, I need a half a cup too. I'm still holding out hope for Clownzilla to come along. I have no idea what that is. Killer clowns need the clown house. Exactly. Exactly. That would have helped, probably. But that would require the clowns to be organized. Your outfit is cute. Thank you. I always buy my clothes, like, used. I have a thrift store near me that is, like, all brand name clothes. And it's not just because I'm cheap, though. It's because, like, I feel like buying clothes used is just, like, so much smarter than buying new clothes. Like, you get the already vetted clothes that are good, you know? And I feel like you find more unique shit that way. And you're, you know, kind of saving the planet a bit. It's actually true that a lot of landfills are filled with clothing. Like, a huge percentage. And it's just, it doesn't make any damn sense. Like, why? Why are people throwing away so many clothes? Not good. All right, so we got our cup and a half of carrot. What's the next step? Okay, so we're going to be adding the carrots, celery, and onions at the same time. So I'm just going to put it in a big bowl so I can reuse these measuring cups. Like that. And then, here, let me scoot this over a bit more so you guys can see better. Carrots, celery. How much celery? 1 cup of chopped celery. Oh my god, guys, I made this macaroni and cheese and broccoli soup last night. I was gonna stream it, but my phone was like too dead and I was too hungry to wait for it to charge. But it was so good, and I wish I had more of it right now. I gotta rinse this off. highly recommend giving Killer Clowns a watch if you haven't seen it. It's bad, but I love it. Who would have guessed Charlie is actually Winsong IRL? I've been telling you guys I'm a self-insert. I'm not hiding from it. It's not just Winsong though. I'm also Dee, and I'm also Sheila, and I'm also Madison. Like, I am all of them. Like, my characters are like a star, you know? Like, each point is a character, and I'm in the middle, you know? And I just take little parts of my personality, and I amplify them, you know, to make them more character-esque. But yeah, there's definitely some me in every character. All right. How much did I say again? 1 cup chopped celery. Okay, we got this. But really, I mean, I feel like step 1 of roleplay is to be a self-insert, you know? Like, anybody, like, people who use that as, like, an insult, I feel like don't really understand roleplay, because, like, that is literally step 1, is putting yourself into, like, trying your best to get immersed in that world and putting yourself in it, you know? Like, inserting yourself into that world. That's step 1. Step 2 is, you know, make a character and try to, like, okay, step 1 is, what would I do in this situation? I'm bored. What would I do? Not what mechanics are available, but what would I do, you know? That's, like, the first way to, like, kind of unlock your imagination and to really get immersed, is to really kind of try to put yourself into that environment. And then step 2 is the next layer, you know, like, okay, now what would my character do, you know? But yeah, I agree that, like, I think a bigger issue is that, like, people take themselves too seriously. You gotta be willing to, like, fail. You gotta be willing to make a fool out of yourself. Not very many people are willing to do that, especially in front of an audience. Which is why I'm glad that, like, whenever I was learning how to roleplay, Twitch Sings was still a thing. And I always would, like, start with, like, preparing myself with Twitch Sings by, like, making a fool of myself in front of you guys. And, like, if you remember Twitch Sings, like, you guys would pick the song, and then you would pick a challenge in the middle of the song and, like, make me do some, like, ridiculous thing. So that put me in the mindset of, like, you know, I'm going to try hard, but I'm also going to be okay with falling flat on my face, you know? And that's, like, really important for improv, I think, is to be in that mindset, like, to be okay with failing, but also doing your best. So I'd be, like, in the middle of, like, trying to sing Oops, I Did It Again, and you guys would be like, okay, now cluck like a chicken, and then I'm clucking like a chicken to Oops, I Did It Again, you know? And I actually learned, like, a lot of new things I could do with my voice, and learned more about my range and stuff. It was great. I miss Twitch Sings. It was great improv practice, honestly. And it helped me get comfortable with, you know, making a fool of myself in front of an audience. And I just don't think people are comfortable with that. But they'd role play a lot better if they were. You gotta be willing to laugh at yourself. Stuck with 9 ads. Oh no. I'm sorry. I work in the haunt industry as a scare actor, so I make a fool of myself nightly during the season. There you go. I mean, you kind of, for improv acting, you need that. You gotta be willing to do that. You won't even try if you're like fully, if you're not willing to make a fool out of yourself. Can't try new things. You only will try the things that you know that you're like, you've perfected already. And who wants to watch that? I want to watch people fail. It's way better. Or at least have the potential to fail, you know? All right, we got our cup of celery. I'll put it right here so you guys can see it a little better anyway. I'd love to be a scare actor, dress up as a clown and just slide around everywhere. Just slide. Love scary. Look at that clown sliding. All right, now we need 1 medium onion cut into 1/2 inch pieces. For haunted attractions nearby and go for it. That's all it takes. I've been at it for 13 years now. Wait. It's actually a good idea. I kind of want to do that. I could like pull out D in real life, maybe. I remember being traumatized by a haunted house I went to when I was 8 years old. And my family likes to retell the tale because they think it was hilarious, but it was traumatizing. I was very scared. Basically, at the end, like, I did fine. I did great throughout the whole haunted house. And at the very end, there was a freaking guy with a chainsaw. And I just, like, took off running. Like, I just, like, darted out in the middle of a field and just, like, ran. And I kept running and running and running. And then, like, my family finally caught up to me, and they were like, are you okay? And I was, like, embarrassed by the fact that I got so scared, and I was like, yeah, I'm just exercising. They found that shit hilarious. They found my bad excuse funny. I guess it kind of was. Yeah, I haven't really been to a haunted house since then. That shit scared me. There used to be one down the road from me, but they either shut down or relocated. I got traumatized by chainsaws. You too? Yeah, like the freaking chainsaw just like... So I think I was already like on high alert because I made it through the whole haunted house, and I was already like, I've been jumped out a whole bunch, and I was already scared, and I was just like, okay, it's finally over, but bam, it wasn't over. And this guy's just like got a chainsaw in my face, and I'm like, like just take off. And the worst part is that, like, it wasn't just, like, my immediate family. Like, my cousins were there with me and shit. My cousin who is, like, near the same age as me. Like, normally it's all okay because I'm, like, the youngest in my family by, like, over 5 years of all my siblings. I got, like, 4 half-siblings. And they're all at least 5 years older than me. So, like, if I do something stupid like that, it's kind of like, oh, well, she's the baby. It's okay. But no, like, my cousin who was the same age was with me, and she's, like, much more of a daredevil, and she wouldn't let that go at all. No way. Because it made her look good in comparison. Bitch. This fucker pulled out a chainsaw, and I never ran faster in my life. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. That gives me, like, so much relief. I've been made fun of for this, like, pretty much all my life. Nobody will let me live it down. Like, I don't know what's more traumatizing, the fact that that happened to me or the fact that everyone made fun of me for it. Running from chainsaws is just good survival instincts. Exactly. And you know what? I got really good survival instincts. Like, last time I went horseback riding, also traumatic story. So my grandpa has like a farm and he has horses and all that stuff. And he'd always take my cousin, the same cousin who's the same age as me, the one who's more brave than me, more adventurous. He'd always take her horseback riding. And so she was like a pro. She knew what she was doing. And she was like really, she had already bonded with her horse and everything. They trusted each other. Like, she was just, you know, she was a horse rider. That was her shit. All she talked about was horses. I spent most of my time in my childhood, you know, watching anime and drawing. Like, I didn't go outside much. I didn't ride horses, that's for damn sure. And this one time, I finally get convinced to go horseback riding, like to go out to like a national park to go horseback riding with my grandpa and my cousin. So I go very hesitantly. My cousin is given this horse. His name's Rufus. And I'm given this horse named Chance. Well, Chance likes to follow around Rufus. Like, he is just very, like, attached to Rufus. He likes to, like, nose right up his ass all the time. My grandpa didn't know when putting me on Chance that he had a hurt foot. Like, his shoe or whatever it's called was, like, put on poorly or something. And his foot wasn't doing too great, but he didn't realize it before the ride. And then my cousin decides to go show off, and she's just like takes off running, and she's just like, oh, I'll show her, like, I'm gonna show her how good I am at this kind of thing. And for my grandpa too, because I was kind of like her father figure, because her parents were really bad drug addicts. So that was like the reason why my grandpa kind of took her under his wing and kind of helped raise her and took her horseback riding all the time. So she likes to get my grandpa's approval. I'm like 8 years old, by the way. This is also around that time. Very traumatic year for me. So I'm on Chance. Chance tries to take off after Rufus because she decides to go running with Rufus to show off. Chance tries to follow. I'm like, oh shit, like trying to like hold on. And then he decides to start bucking me off because his foot is hurt and he's trying to keep up with Rufus. So, like, it felt like an eternity that this horse is trying to buck me off, and I just, like, close my eyes and lean forward. Like, I don't even have, like, my feet in the stirrups anymore. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And, like, finally, my grandpa catches up to us, and he gets Chance to, like, slow down and stop so I can get off. And his face, I remember to this day, like, he was a ghost. Like, he looked like he was terrified. I'd never seen my grandpa look that way before. He always, like, calm, cool, and collected. But no, my grandpa looked like he shit himself. Because I'm guessing, and then he, like, kept going on the whole day about, like, how impressed he was. And he was like, I thought you were going to die. He's like, I thought you were a goner for sure. Like, that was... And then my cousin was, like, seething for the rest of the weekend. But I didn't ride a horse ever again. Much to my grandpa's disappointment, because he was like, you're a natural, you did great, and kept going on and on about how good I did by not dying. And my cousin's like, what the hell, why is he giving her attention? Like, I'm the horseback rider. But no, I didn't want attention for that. I was just like, I'm going in the RV and I'm not coming out again, and I'm gonna go sit in there with my chain-smoking grandma and watch game shows. Have fun, guys. Fuck this shit. So yeah, that's... Tell his cousin angry he didn't get bucked off. Yeah, she was a bitch. Honestly. Anime and drawing would never do this to me. Exactly. Like, I'm not I'm not one to go do daredevil shit, you know? Like, I'm not big on roller coasters. I mean, I'll ride them, but, like, I'm not, like, the one who's eager to ride them. And I'm always kind of freaking out on the way up. Just not that type of person. Yeah. Although my sister's the same way. A steady plotter. Horses IRL smell and are rude. Movies and TVs lie. And they never stop pooping. True. Very true. Alright. So I got my first round of chopped up shit. Let me see read ahead and see what we do with this. Okay. So after I brown the beef, I add the carrots, onions, all the shit. Stir for 5 minutes and then transfer to the slow cooker. When do I... Okay, let me keep reading. So it just told me to blend until smooth. It didn't tell me to ever put it in the slow cooker, but I think I did the right thing because it doesn't mention it again. Oh, wait, it does. Okay. Okay, it does. I gotta get this back in the blender. It's not supposed to be in the slow cooker yet. I made too many assumptions about this. Okay. There we go. Good thing I have a shit ton of slow cooker liners. Though I'm being wasteful and it feels a little bad. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and prep the rest of this because it involves mushrooms and potatoes, which kind of take a while to get ready. So with the potatoes, I need 1.5 cups peeled and diced into 1-inch pieces. It's not for everyone. Silly, fun stuff can turn pretty tragic. I got a friend that got paralyzed jumping on a trampoline. Oh my God. Oh, that's terrible. I hate that. That's why I don't go outside. I just don't do things. Oh, my son's just like me too. He's like so cautious that for the longest time at our old house we had a front porch with just like one step on it, and he would literally like get down on all fours and go backwards off this one step. like just so cautious. And a couple years ago we took him to a indoor water park for his birthday, and there was like water slides, and it took us like so much convincing to get him like to go on this water slide, and it wasn't even that bad. But once he finally went off of it, he wouldn't stop. But it almost ruined his whole birthday, like trying to get him to go on this damn slide. Because we knew he'd like it. Like, it wasn't that bad or anything. He was just like, hell no. And we pretty much had to force him to go down, and then he was like all about it. But I've always been that way. Like, I pretty much would not ride a roller coaster up until middle school, whenever we had to go on a field trip to a theme park, and we were like given partners to stay with the whole time. And my partner was like one of my friends that I wanted to impress her because I thought she was really cool. and she was one of those people who's all about like, we're riding everything. I love roller coasters, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, roller coasters. Yes, I will ride everything. This will be great. And then it like, I waited up until like we were literally like about to step on the roller coaster, and I was just like, Autumn, I can't do this. I lied to you. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm terrified of roller coasters. And she's just like, what the fuck? She's like, bitch, you're getting on. And she like basically forced me to get on. And then, you know, that day I rode a lot of roller coasters. But yeah, my friend had to really force me to go. Like, I'm fine with roller coasters after the first one. You know, it's always the first one that kind of freaks me out the most. But then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm good. But certain roller coasters I can't do. Like, the ones that just straight up drop. I fucking hate those so much. I can't do the let's just go up and then we drop down. Because my parents tricked me into getting one on the Tower of Terror in Universal Studios in like first grade. I didn't even think I was tall enough to go on that fucking ride. But it like, if you ever rode the Tower of Terror, it's like basically based on the Twilight Zone. And you go through this really long line through this tall building, and it's just like, it's decorated like a big mansion, like an old mansion. And so like throughout this whole line, I'm like, you know, I'm just kind of observing the decorations. Nobody really warns me what I'm about to get myself into, because they know I'm not gonna go if they did. And then somebody would have to stay down with me. Nobody wanted to stay down with me, so my whole fucking family tricks me into going on this ride. And they're like giving me piggyback rides, like going through the line, like just acting like everything's fine. We get into this elevator shaft and we sit down, and then it shows this video of like this Twilight Zone video of basically a family who went on this. I don't really remember it that well. I was only like 6, but something about a family that like got on an elevator and then it like dropped or something and they died. I don't know. But then this elevator proceeds to just drop, and then the doors in front of it fly open so you can see the entire theme park right in front of you. Yeah, the Tower of Terror. That's what I'm talking about. My parents tricked me on going, or my whole family tricked me to go. My first time at Universal Studios. And yeah, that shit was horrible. I still remember it really vividly, which means it traumatized me. It was not a good time. But yeah, then it just like, it drops, the doors fly open, you can see the whole theme park. I'm really high up. And then it doesn't just drop, it kind of flies back up again a little bit, and then it drops again, like it drops, flies back up, drops, flies back up, drops, flies back up a little bit. I fucking hate those rides, and I never want to ride one of those again. Those are just, I don't get the thrill in that. Like, I mean, I get the thrill, obviously, but I don't get the point in it. Like, why? Like, you're literally just sitting there in anticipation, getting ready for the drop, and then it happens, and there's nothing fun about it. It's just horrible. Everything about it. I hate it. I don't do roller coasters anymore because my fear of heights, my back is messed up. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I'll do them, but I'm picky about them for sure. Mostly, I just like going to water parks. Like, I'm cool with water parks. I'm cool with water slides. I love water coasters. Like, that's my shit. I don't really do roller coasters anymore. Only if I'm peer pressured too heavily. I have fear of elevators because of that, right? Yeah, I did too. I wouldn't ride elevators after that for the longest time. I was terrified. This is the wrong cup to measure with. I already did 1 cup. Now I need a half cup. Yeah, I would totally avoided elevators after that shit for years. That was just mean, honestly. That shit was mean. I didn't trust my parents after that shit. They broke my trust. You can hear people screaming from that thing half a mile away. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Don't ride it. I'll get on roller coasters with my friends, but I'm not suggesting anything, and I'm holding on tight, clenching my teeth. Yeah, same. It's never my suggestion. Universal Studio has a Raptor ride, and the max speed is 65 miles, and you are at an 80-degree drop. I don't think I rode that one last time I went. Last time I went to Universal Studios was when I graduated college. Like, I went and visited my sisters in Florida, and I went with my sister. Like, we couldn't really afford for, like, all of us to go. My children were too young at that point to, like, really enjoy it. So my husband volunteered to, like, you know, do stuff with the kids that day while I went with my sister that I never see for my college present. And I mainly stayed in the Harry Potter world because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. You know? And, I cried like 6 times, and she looked at me like I was crazy because she's never even seen the movies. And she's just like, are you okay? Like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, you don't understand, it's Hogwarts Express, and oh my god, and a butterbeer, and I was just like freaking out the whole time. Yes, I got butterbeer. Butterbeer it's good, but it's like disgustingly sweet at the same time. Like, I drank the shit out of it because it was butterbeer and I was in Harry Potter world, but God, it's so sweet. All right, reason why mushrooms take a minute is because mushrooms are dirty. Look at that. Look at that. You gotta wipe the dirt off. And you can't just rinse off mushrooms either because then they'll get like full of water. They're very absorbent. So you gotta like get a paper towel, moisten the paper towel, and then individually rub the mushrooms. Rub the dirt off the mushrooms. So it takes a minute. And I only need 4 ounces, and this is like an 8-ounce thing. So, what am I supposed to do with them? I'm supposed to quarter them. So let me like get half of these out. That's probably about half, something like that. No, it's a little more than half probably. Big one back and get a little one. All right, that should do. Butterbeer is super sweet, but I did make a wand. I didn't make a wand. I couldn't afford it. But I did get the fast pass thing so that I could like skip lines, which was so nice. I've never done that before, except for that one time. Hey, Dr. Pubs, how you doing? How many tattoos do you have? And did it hurt? I'm doing research. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. I got my wedding ring that I got in some guy's basement for $15 because I was too broke and minor to, as in like, you know, not old enough to go to a professional for my wedding ring. So I got that. I got my kids' names wrapped around my ankle. And I got a tattoo I did myself on the top of my foot. Never do that. Because I used to do tattoos in my mom's basement to get myself through college. And I was like, I'm going to do my first tattoo on myself because I don't want to fuck up someone else's body. Like, I'm going to be my own guinea pig. That was the dumbest idea I've ever had because apparently the top of the foot is one of the most painful places to get a tattoo. So I tried to tattoo this stupid scorpion on my foot, and I couldn't even go deep enough because it hurt so bad. Like, that's not happening. And then the back of the neck hurt more than I thought it would. I have a few basement tats. Look good, though. I mean, I think most of my tattoos turned out pretty good. I mean, they seem to be happy with them. I did have a few people who were unhappy, but it's like, what do you expect going to someone in their basement? Like, you know? It's cheap for a reason. But apparently, the most painful areas are like, yeah, top of the foot. Pretty much anywhere that's near like a bunch of bones and tendons. Hands hurt. Finger hurt so bad. I felt like I was getting my like fingers sawed off. Like I could hardly make it through that shit. It was terrible. So like, yeah, hands and feet, bad time. What else is bad? I don't remember. I remember doing a tattoo on someone's neck before, and that was like the only time I had someone cry. And it made me feel so bad. And she didn't want to get it finished because it was so painful, apparently. I don't know if it was just because her pain tolerance was shit or if it actually, like, the neck is terrible. But I remember the back of my neck hurt pretty bad. It hurt more than I thought it would anyway. Near the armpit. Oh, yeah, I've heard that too. Okay. Mushrooms. Quartering the mushrooms. I slept through mine? What the hell? Where? Like, where did you get tattooed? And how high is your pain tolerance? That's crazy. The inner leg. Half sleeve. Oh, I bet it took a while, right? I know, like, some parts of the arm isn't too bad, but then other parts of the arm is pretty bad, so I guess it just depends. I heard the inner arm is what hurts more, like, in the outer arm's, like, fine, so I think that's more like, because, I mean, why would that be? I'm thinking it's because, like, your skin is more tough on the outside, right? But I'm not really sure. I guess, like, your skin's just more sensitive on the inside. Inner arm is more tender. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Small town kitchen tattoos. Yeah, I got two prison tattoos. No, kitchen tattoo, and then my own basement tattoo. It's just one of the dumbest things I've ever done. Okay, so now we got the mushrooms. Now we need thyme. 3 sprigs of fresh thyme. It's just a matter of on where the sun shines on it, like the inner arm. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The sun toughens you up a bit. Yeah, that's 1 sprig. Oh, this stew is going to be so good. I got a tattoo at a house party. So laying on a kitchen table while getting tatted, it actually looks good. Lucky. You're lucky. 1 tattoo I did. I think my favorite tattoo story would be the one I did for my husband's like childhood best friend, because he got like a shitty prison tattoo that was done with literally like a sewing needle. Like someone tattooed him with a sewing needle. This guy's an idiot, by the way. He's a complete dumbass. He's hilarious though. I love him. But this tattoo he got on his shoulder, like on the back of his shoulder, it was supposed to be a bullet. It looked like a penis, like a shitty penis at that. Like it wasn't even an attractive penis. It was just like, it looked like a weird little nubby fucked up penis. So he was like, he showed it to me and I started dying laughing. And he's like, can you please help? So I was like, okay, what do you want? He ended up wanting a tribal sun. It turned out really good. So I covered up his bullet penis tattoo with a tribal sun. And then he asked me to freaking tattoo the Monster logo on him. Please never get a logo tattooed on you unless you're getting paid big money for that shit. That is the dumbest thing. And I was even thinking it the whole time. Like, I even told him, I was like, are you sure you really want to get the Monster logo tattooed on you? Like, you really want to represent this brand of energy drink on your arm for life? And he's like, yeah, I love Monster. Monster's the shit. Like, okay, whatever. I'll do it. I need money. But I think you're fucking dumb. And then there was this girl. Actually, this is probably whenever my weed addiction started. It was whenever I was doing tattoos for people. Because I met this girl in college. And she like was in my drawing class. And she really liked my artwork. Found out that I was doing tattoos. So she started coming to me like very regularly. And it turns out she was a weed dealer. So she was like, can I just pay you in weed? And I was like, okay, sure. Yeah, why not? So then I just started getting like a lot of weed, like for doing tattoos. And then like, what am I going to do? Smoke it? Yeah. And then I realized, oh shit, whenever I try to do creative things while high, I can like reach new levels of creativity. But I think now, like looking back, it's more of an anxiety thing rather than weed actually like enhancing my creativity. It was more that weed helped me with my anxiety, and anxiety is like the enemy of creativity. Like, oh shit. Like if you're panicking, like then you it's very hard to like reach new depths of your creativity, you know? Like you got to be able to relax and really like zone in on what you're doing and pay attention to details and all that. So I thought, oh man, I found the hack to creativity. It's weed. I found my steroids, you know? And yeah, just like from then on, I thought I needed it to be able to be creative. But now I know that's not true. I don't need it to be creative. It does help, but you know, sometimes it can be a crutch too. So, yeah. All right. Did I get all three? I think I only got two. I need one more. I'll do this one. The other one had a lot. I've done that. Good old days when weed was illegal. Yeah, good old days, right? Cries in illegal state. Do you plan on getting any more tattoos? Yeah, I actually have one planned right now. But I'm gonna get it whenever we sell my dad's house and I get the money from the estate. I'm going to use some of that money to get a tattoo for him. I want to get a rose on my shoulder, like a a daddy rose and a baby rose, you know, like 2 roses on my shoulder. And I want them to be yellow because my dad had a rose tattoo on his chest that he got whenever my parents divorced. He bought my mom a dozen roses, a dozen yellow roses, and like as a sign of friendship kind of thing, trying to be civil with her. But then he got the 12th one he took for himself, and he took it to a tattoo artist and had it tattooed onto his chest. So that's my plan. Whenever that all gets settled, but it's been kind of a nightmare communicating with my sisters from Florida, and one of them's a drug addict, and very difficult, nightmare situation kind of. So I'm probably not getting it anytime super soon. But that's pretty much my only plan right now. I would like a sleeve just because I don't like my arms, and I would prefer them to be covered in artwork. But I don't have that kind of money. I don't have the money to just blow on a bunch of tattoos. They're expensive. 2 bay leaves now. Where did I put the other bay leaf thing? Oh, there they are. This is like where most of my money is. You guys see it? See my spice cabinet? Yeah. I have so much money invested in spices, you guys have no idea. Solution get one every Friday the 13th on sale. Wait, that's a lot of spices. Yeah, you only saw one shelf of them too. I got like 2 shelves stacked full of spices. I've been collecting. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, it's my husband's favorite cereal. Okay, I got like 2 half a bay leaves in here. I'll put another half. There we go. That equals 2. I remember when shop minimums were 60, now they are 100. Yeah, tattoos are not cheap. And then you gotta tip them too. Like, you can't just go off base price. You gotta give them a girthy tip if you want them to keep doing good work for you, or they'll get pissed. Okay, now we can finally start cooking all this shit. We got all the stuff prepared, and I can move the camera over here. We're moving. Ooh, that was loud, I'm sorry. See if we can get a good angle over here. I'll make it a mess. Oh well. Yeah, I feel like if I were to get robbed, like a house robbery, the smartest thing to go for wouldn't be like our stream setups and all that. It would be my spice cabinet. That's where all my money is invested. All right, there we go. I'm happy to see you doing more cooking streams. They're actually really fun to watch. Well, I'm glad you guys hang out with me while I cook. It makes cooking a lot more bearable. Adam and I keep quoting you because we thought it was so funny when you saw our tuxedo cat and said, "That's a big kitty." It was a big kitty compared to your other cat, which is like tiny. God, I love your tiny cat so much. I can't get it out of my head. Its little face. He had like this big underbite. I love cats with like little squished faces. They're adorable. I bonded with that cat. I miss him. I missed that cat. But how are you guys doing, Spicy? I miss you guys. It was so fun to hang out with you. I miss TwitchCon a lot. It's depressing coming back to a place where you have no friends after being surrounded by friends. Okay, so we gotta heat this up to high heat. Get our beef ready. I just went ahead and bought like stew-ready beef because it saves you time. It's already like cut up and everything, ready to go. I think they usually have that at most grocery stores. So we need to, I already sprayed it with oil. And I need to brown the beef on all sides in 2 batches. And then transfer to the slow cooker. So did Wetbo. Lux slept with Wetbo. Which one was Lux? I don't remember their names. Was that the big kitty or little kitty? Your tuxedo cat, like, this is a giant compared to your little cat. Like, I know he probably wasn't really a giant cat, like, in actuality. It was just, like, the comparison. Lux is the tiny kitty. Dude, Lux is the cutest cat I've met in a long time. Freaking adorable. Okay. Let's get this guy. Lux is 6 pounds, so baby. Oh, so I thought Lux is just a runt. Is Lux not an adult? She's 2, so probably a runt. Yeah. My cat's a runt too, and so I'm used to pretty tiny cats because of my cat. But my cat's like long-haired, so she kind of looks bigger. Dude, my cat has like the best personality though. Like, I'm never gonna find a cat that is better behaved than mine. It's because she's like part ragdoll, I think. She looks like a ragdoll. But she's like black and white. She has long fur. And she behaves like a ragdoll. She'll literally ragdoll. You look nothing like Sheila. Thank you. I think. Are you an only child? No. So my dad had 2 daughters in Florida before he met my mom. Like, he got a divorce and then he moved back to here, and because that's, like, I live where his parents lived, so he had to, like, move back to, like, I guess reestablish his life or whatever, restart, because he got a divorce. And my mom already had 2 kids as well when she met him. She had a boy and a girl. And so, yeah, my mom and dad both had 2 kids before, like, from previous relationships before meeting each other, and then they had me. So naturally, all my siblings hated me. They all bullied me. So no, I don't have only child energy. I was bullied by all 4 of my siblings. Like, the only one who didn't really bully me, actually, would be my oldest sister from my dad's side, because she was like 9 years older than me. So she was like mature enough to not be a dick. But yeah, my other sisters and my brother, they're dicks. Well, not all of them anymore, but they were. All right, that browned pretty quick, honestly. think I'm supposed to take it to the slow cooker now. I transfer the slow cooker. All right, get this ready. Oh man, this smells good. It smells good. I wish you could smell. Smell the smells. All right. I'm supposed to respray. She can look like Sheila if she wants to. Easy though. True. True. I was a little taken aback by how much I favor Sheila after putting on my Sheila cosplay. I think we have the same like face shape and everything. So that was like a real motivator to not do meth after doing the Sheila cosplay. I'm like, oh God, I can look like Sheila. With the right drug combination, the right amount of trauma to my face, I could look exactly like Sheila if I wanted to. You miss her? You miss Sheila? Yeah. Windsong's been up for a minute. I'm having fun as Windsong though. What's nice about Windsong is that I can get good RP really quickly because she's surrounded like by good role players. Whereas with Sheila and D, I kind of have to search for it a bit more. I mean, I don't have to search for it so much with Sheila because I can call up Kirk usually. But I mean, if he's busy with clown shit, then I gotta roll solo for a bit to try to find it. But when I do find it, it's usually worth the wait. Okay. Seen a mangled jello hand and you'd be all set. Yeah, I need some some of that like Halloween shit that you can use to like create fucked up looking stuff, just like blob it on my hand. All right, looking pretty browned, I would say. Let's add this now to the slow cooker. Come on, get out of there. There we go. All right, next. Next, we need to add the carrot, celery, and onion and brown stirring for 5 minutes. All right. Like a mangled glove hand thing? Yeah. I bet there's something like that somewhere that I could buy. Somewhere. The cosplay you did for you and Kitten and TwitchCon is so good. Thank you. I'm glad we got pictures and everything. It was fun. Flesh colored cleaning glove. I'm sure there's like fucked up hand, like Halloween things. Surely. Somewhere. Surely. Just needed to do some research. It didn't say to change the temp, so I guess I keep going at high. So I'm gonna mix the whole time because I'm afraid it's very high temp. Yeah, if you guys on an individual level want to see one of my characters, you can always redeem your channel points to get a cosplay stream. Granted, it is a lot of points, but it is a lot of work, so. Like, say you're missing Sheila or something, or you want Madison, redeem your cosplay, a cosplay of that, and I will play them for that stream. And I'd probably do it on, like, a weekend, too, so that I can, like, maximize as much time as possible out of that cosplay stream. Alright, got 3 more minutes left. God, this smells so good. This is like torture. I'm hungry, and I can't eat it for another 8 hours. Fuck. Stew was the way to go, though. I haven't had stew for a minute. And it's definitely fall vibes. I love eating, like, or I love making and eating food that is, like, seasonally appropriate. Oh, what's wrong, heart love? Or are you trying to smell my food? Is that like a, I want to smell it sniff? Or, oh, okay. Slow cooker for the win? Yeah, slow cooker meals usually turn out the best, honestly, because you get the full, like, the full flavor simmer combined. Maximize flavor. That, and the other reason I wanted to do this today was because I have an appointment at 6:30 tonight to go get my face waxed. Looking forward to that. Can't wait to get my face waxed. I love that shit. It's like, there's nothing that feels like, it feels like taking a really hot shower or something. Getting your face waxed, you just feel like clean afterwards. I like feeling my hairless face. Is it painful? I don't think so. I think it feels good. I mean, I'm not getting my whole face waxed. It's just like my brow and my lip. So, you know. Makes me feel better about myself. So I'm excited about that. So I wouldn't be able to do a cooking stream tonight because I got that appointment tonight. And then I have an appointment tomorrow to get my hair cut. So I'm nervous about that. Gonna have a pixie hawk. Hopefully doesn't turn out terrible. All right. So now I need to transfer this to the slow cooker. Who all here says slow cooker and who says crock pot? I interchange between both. But I grew up hearing crock pot. Onions are stuck to the pan a bit. Urgh. Off. There we go. I say crock pot, but I'm from the South. Yeah. Yeah. I'm from the hick part of country. Transfer the slow cooker and add the potatoes, mushrooms, blah, blah, blah. And then pour the broth mixture on top. So first we put this in. Then we add this. Yeah. Then, oh, I wasn't supposed to put it in here. I was supposed to put it in the slow cooker crock pot. My bad. Just keep putting things in the wrong places. All right. Then, do I have a Discord? Yep. They got it for you. What do you say when the hairdresser asks what do you do? Man. Depends on how, like, awake I am, I guess. Like, if I have the energy, I will attempt to explain. Like, I'll explain it as, like, you know, a voice acting type of thing. I'll ask if they know what Twitch is and, like, go from there, you know? See if they have any, like, baseline to work off of. If I don't feel like dealing with all that shit, I'll just tell them I'm a graphic designer. Because I am. I'm not that active with it. But yeah, most of the time I actually, like, I used to get excited to explain to people, like, what it is we do. But now I kind of get exhausted by it. Because there's just so much explaining involved. But, I mean, generally with a hairdresser, though, it's a different situation. Like, they're trying to find conversation to talk about. So, like, if you're there for a long time and you gotta make conversation, then might as well tell them what's going on. All right, you guys ready to see this? But before it cooks, hold on. Let's see if I can get a better visual here. Ooh, ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Just wait till it cooks. Just wait. All right. Move this over here. Get it plugged in. Move my cereal box out of the way. Yeah. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, I can't freaking wait. I want to eat it now. It's not fair. I wish I had a time machine. If I had a time machine, I would go forward in 8 hours just so I could eat this. Fuck all the other important things I could do. Alright, so I gotta cover and cook on low for 8 hours. Oh, I was supposed to discard the thyme. Oops. I should have left it as a sprig. Oh well. Alright, recipe number 2. Now, I'm gonna make apple bread. Never made this one before, but it looks interesting and it sounds very, very fall-like. Okay. So first thing we gotta do is get back to chopping. So let's get back to the chopping position. I need to clean up my mess here a little bit. And all right. So first thing, let me fix this a bit. Yeah, an artist. That's a good way to just summarize it quickly without being super confusing. Like right now, I'm making food art, right? Cooking's an art, I think. It's like one of the best kinds of art too, because after you're done making it, you get to eat it. First, I gotta peel the apple. Get my iPad back over here. What is apple bread? I'm about to find out. We're about to find out. I guess it's just, you know, bread with apple. I think it has apple chunks in it, and it's made with like apple sauce, is my understanding. And it's got like walnuts in it too, so it sounds pretty good to me. Okay, peeled it. What's up, arcade heroes? How you doing? And then I need to dice it into 1/4 inch pieces. All right. I think this is a gala apple that I went with. It didn't really say like what type of apple to use. Just a large one, which I kind of feel like is weird because, you know, there's like a really wide range of apple tastes when it comes to like sweet and sour. Not every apple is the same. feel like if I use a Granny Smith apple in this recipe, that would be like a bad time. I see okay. You'll tilt it a little more. There we go. What did I say? 1/2 inch slices or cubes? No, 1/4 inch pieces. Okay. So I'm cutting very, very skinny slices right now. Then I'll cube them up and get the seeds out. Probably should have got the seeds out this stage. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Apparently you can like, everybody always eats the apple like around the apple, but you can just like eat it from the top apparently. And you don't waste as much. I never do that though. I saw a YouTube video of someone doing it and I was like, huh, how about that? All right, got the seeds out of these. You guys ever eaten an apple straight from an apple tree? That's an experience. Everybody needs to try a fresh apple from an apple tree at some point in their life. It just hits different. Switch my big knife. Like eating it while it's still hanging on the tree. No, like picking it from the tree and eating it right then and there. Not from a grocery store. Like I wish I had an apple tree so bad so I could do that. I have like family in Tennessee and they have like an apple orchard. It's good. Either that or I was just like really hungry. But it seemed like the best apple I ever had. Good thing about this recipe, though, is that I think this is the only thing I have to chop. This one's going to be a lot more mixing than chopping. Pinta went on and on about apples on stream. I think he likes Honeycrisp, but but agreed sweet tango apples are the very best. Sweet tango? I don't really have a favorite type of apple, to be honest. I feel like I get different ones every time. Like, I gotta be in the mood for Granny Smith though, but if I have like caramel dip, then I'm definitely going for Granny Smith, because like the sour with the sweet is a good combo. Hey, Dobermeister, how you doing? All right, so I need a medium bowl now. Fresh from the tree is always better. Store-bought ones are ass compared to fresh. Yeah, I feel like it's that way kind of with all produce, because they gotta like preserve them or whatever. I don't know what they do to them to make them shittier in the grocery store, but like I feel like any produce I get from the farmer's market is always way superior. And like the fresher the better. Alright, so now up here in Washington, apples with a pink flesh taste the best. And it rhymes, so it must be true. Golden Delicious is my go-to. Yeah, I always change it up unless I have caramel. Then it's got to be Granny Smith. But today I got Gala because those were the biggest ones in the grocery store and it called for a large one. So I was like, I feel like that's a good middle ground apple, you know? It's not like too sweet or too sour. I've been LOL. What have you been doing? Why are you being so sus? Honeycrisp are so good. A little expensive, but we love them. Yeah, Honeycrisp is pretty good. I agree with that. I don't really have a favorite. No apple kind of stands out to me more than the others. Except ones off a tree. The ones that I ate off a tree, I don't know what they were, but they were yellow. They were like small. They were like this big and they were yellow and they were so fucking good. 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. I think my cinnamon might be, yeah, it's next to my coffee maker. We put a lot of cinnamon in our coffee. My go-to with my coffee lately has been honey and cinnamon. And if I have lavender syrup, that too. Okay, 1/8 teaspoon. But I'm like over mochas. I'm so over mochas. I got like this giant ass chocolate syrup thing and yeah, I can't do it anymore. It's too much. Too rich. Oh, I think I woke up my dog. Whoops. Whoopsies. All right. Now we need agave. Is it agave or agave? Who knows? Who knows how to pronounce that shit? I'll show you when I need to clean out my tablespoon. Tablespoon covered in tomato paste. That wouldn't go well with it. Agave. Oh, it is agave. Okay. I've been existing ups and downs, overall ups. I would say I'm doing okay. Well, that's good. At least the ups are outweighing the downs. I heard there is going to be beef stew. The beef stew's already cooking. You see it over there? Kinda, maybe. Hold on. I could angle this better actually. There it is. You see it in the crock pot next to my full sink? It's cooking for 8 hours. It's gonna torture me for 8 hours because I want it right now. It's so bad. Alright, here's my agave. I re-upped on agave today. Just for this tablespoon. What even is agave? Is that like a plant or something? Organic agave nectar. It's gotta be a plant. If it has nectar. Triggering my dog. I think it's a fruit. Sounds like it. The Pyrex bowl, love it. Yeah, this is a hand-me-down bowl. Probably from either my mom or my grandma, I'm not really sure. But I didn't buy it. Okay, and then lemon juice. 1/2 a teaspoon lemon juice. It looks like aloe vera, does it? Well, it doesn't taste like it. I assure you. Dude, how do I open this shit? Oh, found it. Found out how. They make tequila from agave? Really? That's interesting. I didn't know that. We love yeast rolls, but I can't work with yeast to save my life. You ever cook with it? Yeah, sometimes. I used to make homemade pizza a lot with hold on. Yeah, I would make like my own crust and everything. I think that's the main thing I've used yeast with. I haven't made homemade pizza for a while though. But yeah, yeast can be weird. Yeast can be weird. Okay, I'm supposed to combine all these and then set aside. I think it's a big fruit, a big spiky succulent. Oh, I kind of want to know what it looks like now. We had homemade pizza Friday night for dinner. Yeah, homemade pizza definitely hits different. I used to make this margarita pizza all the time, and then my husband made it once, and he ruined it for me because he made it so bad. Look at that. Look at that. I even took pictures of it and put it on Twitter to make fun of him. And we all laughed. It was like literally, he ruined it. It was like no cheese. It was terrible. What time is it for you? It's 12:39 p.m. Yeah. This reminds me of your music videos. So good. Let's not talk about those. Let's not talk about them. They never happened. Preheat the oven to 350. And then spray a 9x5 inch loaf pan with baking spray. Where are my loaf pans? right here. It's a little dirty. Okay, got our loaf pan. I need to spray it with baking spray. Margarita pizza sounds different. It is. It's like, it's not fully covered with cheese. It just has like little like dollops of mozzarella on top, and then it has like basil leaves. I used to think it was really good till my husband made it. And now I'm like, every time I think of margarita pizza, I think of his version, and I'm like, whoa. So bad. Ruined it. I don't know how he ruined it either. Like, I don't know what the fuck he did. It was just a mess. All right, now, need another medium bowl. Oh wait, and spray it. I'm running out of medium bowls. Shit. Got anything in here? Woo! Bunch of steam. What's going in here? How big does it need to be? Yeah, I'll just wash one out. Okay. In here, we need to combine flour, baking soda, nutmeg, cinnamon, so it needs to be really dry. It's dry ingredients. So first, flour. How much flour? 1.5 cups. I have to say, Charlie, gangsta mom pants vibe. Yeah, you like my pants? They're like patchy. I think they're pretty cool. They're comfy. Oh, thank you, Jovan JJ. Happy fall cooking. I appreciate your 10 months. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the cooking streams, because I am too. And I hope to be able to make them higher production and quality at some point. Like with more cameras and the ability to have overlays and stuff, but that's kind of a far way away, because I would need like a laptop for that. So I'm streaming it on my phone. So that's what I got. You're cooking as you watch? Nice. Are you cooking the same recipe? I'm gonna try to like start, when I do a cooking stream, I'm gonna start like tweeting it out hours ahead of time and giving you guys recipes just in case you do want to follow along, that you can like go buy the ingredients and stuff. Okay. So the first thing was a cup, and oh, I need to rinse this out too. Cup and a half of flour. I don't even know why I rinsed this out. This won't fit in my flour tin. I need to do a Julia voice. Who's Julia? What are you talking about? So is the gate to keep Charlie in or out? In. No, it's kind of there to like warn my family that I'm in here streaming. Right, 1, 2, 3. I think if you use Streamlabs or StreamYard's app to stream, you can use overlays while on the phone. Yeah, I am using the Streamlabs app. And it kind of has like a very basic overlay going on. But I mean like one that I actually designed myself and whatnot, like for the purpose of cooking streams. I read Apple Bread and now I'm stuck here. Yeah, let's smell Megan now. I'm cooking a big old beef chuck. Ooh. But I could turn it into a stew, who knows? Yeah, I need to like buy a quarter of a cow or some shit. Julia Child, I don't remember who that is, though the name sounds really familiar. I gotta like look it up. I'm seriously waiting for a Winsong gardening stream, watching her prune the buds. You're gonna be waiting a long time for that. I'm like the worst gardener in the world. Somehow I can keep people and animals alive, but not plants. Like I have stories, but like I want to be a gardener so bad, and that's probably why I do like digital gardening, because I suck at it so bad in real life. But I wish I didn't, because I love plants, but I have a red thumb. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Where is my baking soda? I don't know if it's in my pantry or in my spice cabinet. God, my pantry's a mess, though. I need to do something about that. Dude, do I not have baking soda? This is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to do some searching. I think I probably do, somewhere in my pantry. It's just a mess in here. This is chaos. I don't even want to show you guys this. This is pure chaos. Doesn't make any sense. Baking soda, where are you? Oh man. Okay. Where it at? I just kind of assumed I had some without really checking first before I went to the store. That may have been a big mistake, because I haven't baked in forever. Bro, where is my baking soda? No. Okay, why do I have in here what I have in here? Instead of baking soda. Okay, confirmed no baking soda in my pantry. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh, I found it. Oh, thank God. It's just in a really weird spot. Okay. Baking soda, not baking powder. Well, actually, let me double check. That would be embarrassing if it was baking powder the whole time. Yeah, definitely baking soda. Okay. So, 1 teaspoon. Going into my flour mixture. Okay. Okay. Please, chat, donate her a step stool. I have a step stool somewhere, but I think my kids took it and it's in one of their rooms or something. I don't know. I don't know where it went, but it definitely exists. Is Sheila drinking and watching football stream? I hate football, no way. But drinking, yeah, cool. You could do that. She can harvest people and animals, not plants. Yep, that's definitely what I meant. Want a funny mom story? Always. The same spring blossom / crazy daisy Pyrex bowl set too. Do you? These are definitely hand-me-downs for my mom. I didn't know that's what it was called. I just get hand-me-downs sometimes. I don't turn down mixing bowls. Can't have enough of them. And the worst part about being like the only cook in my family is that like now for every Christmas, birthday, whatever, anytime anyone gets me a gift ever, it's always cooking shit. Which is, kind of nice, but it gets a little out of hand because, like last Christmas, I ended up getting not 1, but 2 sets of pots and pans. And it's not like I didn't have any pots and pans. I had pots and pans. But I got 2 sets of new pots and pans. So, that's definitely what I wanted. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg into my flour mixture. Cinnamon. How much cinnamon? 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon. Then we got allspice. I gotta go find my allspice. I need my chair. I need my stool. I need to find my stool really bad. Lugging around a chair is not ideal. Alright, what did I say? Allspice. This also is kind of chaos, and I need to... Oh, found it. I need to organize my spice cabinet and my pantry really bad. Past due for sure. Alright, how much allspice? 1 pinch. Oh. How am I going to get a pinch out of here? So let's pour some in my hand and pinch it out. Okay. 2 sets of pots and pans. You would think they would get you some cool cooking gadget, like a pot pie maker or something. Yeah, a pasta maker, yeah. Like, I have a KitchenAid, but I don't have, like, all the attachments and shit. Like, though, granted, I did ask for the Paris Hilton pots and pans set, so my husband got me that, and then my mom got me, like, this this cooking set, the green pans, these. So I got like a pink set and a green set. And then all the rest of my cooking shit is this. None of it matches. But I was thinking, you know, like the Paris Hilton one would kind of go with my like my aqua shit, because it's like, it's almost like my branding, you know, like the pink and blue, like 50s color theme kind of thing. Next Christmas, 2 new stoves. Yeah, why not? Well, for one birthday for my mom, I gave her the plug-in end of an extension cord that I cut. She asked, "What is this?" I responded, "It's a block heater for your broom." Yes, she beat me. Wow. Nice. Tell me those handles are wood. For the green ones? Yeah, they got wood handles on the green ones. So yeah, the green ones are pretty cool, but they just don't match anything I have, which is annoying to me because as a graphic designer, you know, colors are important to me. Okay, and then salt. We need salt. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Where's my salt? But yeah, the wood handles are nice because they don't get like so super hot with my gas stove. Like all the metal handles get super hot that I can't touch them. All right, so now we gotta combine this, whisk it. Oh, this is a little wet. Can't have that. Get all clumpy. All right, I think I got all the wetness, hopefully. Mom is 4'11", and I always said I would buy her a Porsche. So one day I covered her eyes, took her to the garage, and said, "Here's your Porsche." Well, in the middle of the empty garage was a Porsche Hot Wheels stinky car. She beat me again. You deserve that shit. I'm gonna beat you too, asshole. I'm also 4'11". Me and your mom have that in common. 4'11 and a half, you know, on a good day. Good morning, Lonely Land Party. I'm glad that you love cooking streams, because I like streaming it. Makes it more fun for me to share it with other people. All right, so now we got these two. Oh, that was loud. We got this mixture. And we got this mixture. The apples. Cinnamon apple shit. Now, we need to make a third mixture. Now I need a large bowl, it says. This bowl's pretty freaking large. I was so mean to her, I would put on scary masks and surprise her. Well, I hope my kids don't do that. I don't like that. My brother used to do that shit to me. He'd like put on a mask. There's home videos of him like putting on this creepy Halloween mask and chasing me around when I'm like 4, going like this. I don't know why he's doing that, but he's like doing that, and I'm like screaming, running for my life, and my mom's just like laughing while filming. My freaking family hates me. Okay, so in the large bowl, I'm supposed to mix oil, eggs, sugar, applesauce, and vanilla. Beat at medium speed. Okay, so not this bowl, because we're going to need to beat it. this bowl. The KitchenAid bowl. So oil first. What kind of oil? Vegetable oil. 2 tablespoons vegetable oil. I would laugh my ass off too. Man, everybody just got a kick out of my anxiety. Some bullshit. And then the whole reason why I never play first-person shooter games, also because of my family being dicks to me. We used to play Perfect Dark together on the Nintendo 64, if you guys remember that shit. And, like, I thought I was being clever by picking the alien model to play with because it's, like, short. So I was like, oh, if I'm, like, not the right, like, the normal height level, it'll be harder to shoot. I wasn't really thinking about the fact that the alien had a big-ass head. Like, it was just, like, a really easy target. So, yeah, my whole family would just, like, go after me exclusively and, like, make sure I was dead the whole time. My brother, sister, mom included, like, the whole family would just gang up on me. Make sure that I had a really bad time. So now I just don't play first-person shooters, because every time I think about them, I just think about that. And how much of a bad time I had. Oh, someone's awakening. Someone in my household is awakening. I heard a door. Okay, so we got the oil and egg whites. 2 large egg whites. So I think this is the easiest way to get egg whites. Let me show you my egg white trick. Ooh, this one's already busted. Whoops. N64 was my favorite console. I think mine too. Like, I had the best gaming experiences console-wise on the N64. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask were amazing. They were so good that Zelda inspired my very first cosplay ever. Oh shit, I fucked it up. Just telling you guys this is the easy way, and then I fucked it up. Look at that. Oh, my dog's going nuts. So yeah, I was young Zelda for Halloween, and I couldn't find the Halloween costume anywhere, obviously, because it was too obscure, so I made my own. Wasn't that great, but it was Zelda. And yeah, in Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros. All great games. GoldenEye was fun. Whenever I wouldn't play with my family, when I played by myself. God, I fucked it up both times. Okay, well, what I usually do is I'm able to, like, keep the yolk in the egg and it, like, separates itself, but I failed miserably at that because people are watching me, I guess. I really liked the paintball mode. I thought that was fun. I just liked painting everywhere with a gun. God damn it. This might have yolk in it, after all. This ain't working out. You know what? Fuck it. It's gonna have yolk in it. Whatever. It's not gonna kill it. Just gonna be a little extra fattening. Use a water bottle and you can suck them out. I don't have a water bottle though. Or it would. Oh well. It'll be fine. Now sugar. So 3/4 a cup brown sugar. Or rub fresh garlic on your fingers so you can grab them out. Nah, it's too all over the place now. I'm just gonna leave it. It'll be fine. I'm not that worried about it. Well, let me warn my husband I'm streaming right now. I think he's, oh, no, that's my daughter. My daughter's the one who's awake. Okay, 3/4 cup brown sugar. Adding. Try not to spill it everywhere. Come on. There we go. It's about right. My brother would scare the shit out of my mother, and she would curse me and my brother, and we would laugh our ass off. Yeah, apparently my mother-in-law used to, when she'd get pissed off at my husband, she'd call him a son of a bitch, and he'd like just start laughing at her. He'd be like, yep, you're right. And she just wouldn't get the irony of what she said. It's pretty funny. Applesauce. Oh no, my thing died. Hold on. My stand died on me, so now it's all going limp. And plug it in. Alright, it's charging. While it's charging, let me just, ooh, my phone's kind of hot. It's hot. Just do one of these for now. Oh. One of these. Put it on my windowsill for a minute. We've gone limp, yeah. It happens to everyone. It happens, you know. Stand dysfunction, stand erectile dysfunction happens to the best of us. Okay, applesauce, that was the next step. How much? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. 1.5 cups of applesauce. I got this big old thing of applesauce. Thank you, Bert's Basement, for the sub. Appreciate you. Got me up to 410. How? How? I had like 200 subs 2 weeks ago. You guys are insane. I got it. My mom is only 16 years older than me, so we are more like siblings. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel with my daughter too. I had her when I was barely 17. So it's like our relationship kind of bounces between a parental one and a more sibling-like one. So I always kind of felt like I can relate to her more than like most parents can with their kids, because it like wasn't that long ago that I was going through the same shit, but it also makes it difficult because I never really felt like I was mature enough to be her parent. But in reality, I think, you know, every parent kind of feels like they're failing. Parenting's hard. I don't think it matters what age you are. Now it's super cool from a daughter's POV. Well, that makes me feel better, honestly. Because my parents were like 25 and 32 when they had me, so kind of an age gap, you know. So now we need vanilla. How much vanilla? 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I need my chair. Nice to be able to tell mom stuff. Yeah. I mean, I definitely couldn't tell my parents shit, hence the teen pregnancy. My mom's reaction to anything revolving sex was, if I find out you're having sex with that boy, you'll never see him again. I'm like, okay. Guess we won't talk about that subject. And it's always that boy, too. Until that boy got me pregnant, and then she had to learn his name. So now we need to be at medium speed. Okay. I'm gonna go beat this. This right here. This is our mixture. Here, I'll take you guys with me. Hold on. I'll take you with me over here. Okay, I'm sure I can find a something, a place for you. How about right? No, maybe. Oh shit. Ah. Okay, maybe this isn't the best idea. Oh, there? Okay. I don't know where my mixer went though. Find the attachment, wherever it is. Seems to get put in a new place every time. Where'd it go this time? Oh, found it. I'm looking for this guy. And all right. Whoa. We how do I turn this around? There we go. There we go. Make it work. Oh, thank you, Subsonic Vibes, for the resub. 11 months. You're the best. You guys are nuts. I love ya. Where most parents would have freaked out about their kids smoking the weed, my mom just accepted it, never hid it. Yeah. I mean, whenever that topic arose with my daughter, it was more like a thing where like I would, what I told her is like, I would love to smoke a bowl with you whenever your brain is developed, but I'm not going to support you smoking before brain development because that could do irreparable damage, you know? Like depersonalization and whatnot. All right, let me try to use my stand again. See if it's charged enough. Okay. Turn it back on. Come on. No. Yeah, my stand is too dead. Too dead. Windowsill it is. So now we need to add the flour mixture. Okay. Let's go over here. Get the flour mixture. See that? The flour mixture. I'm gonna add it in. Yeah. There we go. Flour mixture added. Sorry for the shitty camera work. And then we need to mix it until just combined. Here, let me move this boy out. This boy. All right, just combined. No more, no less. Okay, now we need to fold in the apples and walnuts. I'm not gonna be able to hold the camera while doing that. Bringing my stuff over here. Am I gonna need this again? Pour the batter in a loaf pan, bake in a center rack. Okay. Yeah, this feels wasteful. I'm just gonna finger it out. You need to get a tripod? I do have a tripod. It just died on me and it needs to be charged to use it because it can adjust mechanically and all that, and then whenever it dies it just like goes limp and then it's like just hanging on sideways. Okay, wash this off. So I'm trying to charge it, but apparently it's not charged enough right now. I'm honestly almost done too, so probably just gonna stick it out without one. But yeah, eventually I'd like to get a setup so that I have like multiple cameras to switch through and stuff and different angles going on, but you know, this is a low budget cooking stream, all right? You get what you get. Okay, adding the apples. These guys. Look at that. Look at that. So we got apples, and then we need to add our walnuts. How many walnuts? Let me see. Walnuts. 1.5 ounces. Why are you telling me how many ounces? Now I gotta math. Okay, this is a 12-ounce bag. Apparently there's 11 servings in this bag. Oh, that's annoying math. Why can't it be 12? All right, so let me just look up. How much is 1.5 ounces of walnuts? How many cups is 1.5 ounces of walnuts? Okay, so apparently this doesn't help. An eighth of okay, 1.5 is a third cup. Apparently, no, that's, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, third cup should be right. Why didn't she just say a third cup? That annoys me a lot. Like, who knows? Who has an ounce weigher for the shit? Math and baking. Yeah, there's a lot of math in cooking. Lots of math. There's like a lot of things that like eventually you'll memorize too if you cook long enough. Like 4 tablespoons go in a fourth of a cup. Shit like that. 3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon. You guys still in the same house? I know Silent had like a closet he used to stream in when he started. No, we don't live in that house anymore. Thank God, because poor guy, that closet that we built would get so hot because it was like so well insulated. And then as soon as he'd like turn on his 2 PCs in a small space, like really well insulated, he'd like be sweating while streaming, and felt so bad for him. And I was streaming in the kitchen, which was good for cooking streams, but not good for privacy. Not good for roleplay. I remember I had to get a portable AC. Yeah, he would just like open the window sometimes just so it like would ventilate out a bit. And I'm pretty sure that's why we went through like a new neighbor every like 6 months. We'd get a new neighbor. Like instead of them coming to confront us about the noise, I think they were like really freaked out because they'd hear like Sheila and Michael screaming. You know, like, they were probably like, "We need to get out of this neighborhood. This just isn't good. Let's not approach these meth heads over here." Like it probably had to be so weird, like from their point of view. So we just like went through neighbors like crazy there. This time, like this house, we're spaced apart enough so that like our neighbors have never complained or moved abruptly. And we have a basement now, so we both have offices in the basement, and it's pretty well like soundproofed. You can't really hear much outside at all. Like even whenever we had our daughter's 16th birthday party, like we rented like some sound systems and stuff, and we're like blaring music, and you could barely hear it outside. It was great. All right, so now we gotta fold this in. So if you guys don't know, I've explained this a lot, but I'll explain it again because I feel like it's important. I run across this cooking term a lot, and I didn't know what it was for the longest time. And then I finally looked it up because I was like, man, none of the breads that I make ever turn out okay. They turn out like rocks. It's because I didn't know how to fold in. How do you fold in? Well, you have your bowl. You have your cooking utensil, something that's kind of bendy, ideally. And you take your cooking utensil or bendy thing, put it through the middle, and then cut downward, almost like a 6 o'clock on a clock. And then you go under, and then you flip it over, and then you do a quarter turn, and then you do it again, and you just keep doing that till whatever you're making is like combined. And the reason why you do that is to like whip air into it, essentially, which is really crucial for breads specifically. It's how you keep your breads fluffy. Everybody likes a fluffy bread. Not fluffy bread sucks. Hey, the blark. So just mixing it? No, nope. It's a technique. Technique! Technique! Can I do the technique? You know, SpongeBob? It's all about the technique. Or else you're gonna have a shitty bubble like Squidward. Alright, I think it's folded in. But mixing is like this. It's a very different thing, and you're gonna like compact it down and get rid of all the air bubbles, and that's not a good time for bread. So now we're finally ready to pour it in. Get it all in there. Okay. Got it on my fingers. My grandmother never used to use measurements. All her recipes would say, add this, add that. She just eyeball it. It's pretty badass, not gonna lie. Okay. Let me show you guys this before I put it in the oven, so you know what we're working with here. There it is. Apple bread. But it's not baked yet, so don't judge too hard. I'll probably post a final result picture on Twitter. But yeah, I'm not gonna stream waiting for it to bake for 55 minutes. I think that's gonna be it for now. So yeah, I'll give you guys final result pictures on Twitter if you're into that kind of thing. That's it for my stream. Let me find someone to raid. Oh, well, let me put it in the oven first, just to start it. I'm ready to eat this. I'm ready to eat food. I'm hungry. Let me just eat everything right now. Okay, let's find someone to raid. Who we got? Who's around right now? Check out my feed. God, I hate Twitch apps. Twitch apps are so annoying. Restart it. Okay. Let's go raid. Dennis 3D. I think he's doing 3D development work. Trying to make sure I spelled his name right. Hang on. You can fix your Samsung 22E error code next time. Dude, we fixed that so many times. I give up. I give up on it. At least the fridge works. You playing GTA later? Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be back tonight, guys. 11 p.m.-ish EST is when I will return. And double checking that I know how to spell Dennis. Oh, I don't know how to spell. Okay, Dennis. 3D. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love doing the cooking streams. I love that you guys love them too. I'm going to keep doing them. Hopefully upgrading, you know, throughout time to make it better as I can. Yeah, you guys are definitely helping me, help motivating me to cook more, which is something I really need right now, especially whenever I'm trying to like overcome my weed addiction and whatnot. I need to feel better in other ways, healthier ways, than smoking, because smoking is really bad for your lungs, and not being able to breathe is a bad time. So, yeah, see you guys later. I'll miss you. I'll be back. And, trying to do math. Well, it's 1:30 for me right now, and I'm going to go live at 11. So, yeah, do that math. Go give Dennis some love. Bye.